So yesterday I was minding my own business and I received this email into my contact form and it said, "Dear Darren," and it presented a notice that had been placed in a Pure Gym in this country. A pretty big brand, it has to be said. It's one of the biggest gym chains in the whole country. And have a look at this. It references Ramadan and modesty. It says, "As a form of respect to our staff members observing Ramadan, we kindly ask you to cover up with a towel when you exit the shower. Thanks for your understanding." And it's got weird capitals, by the way, for like cover up, as if it's a form of commandment. So I looked at this and I thought, hang on a minute, can anyone explain to me why the hell gym goers who don't observe Ramadan are being forced to observe religious customs that don't apply to them? It struck me as really odd. One, why are people walking out around totally starkers anyway? But two, why are the staff unable to actually avert their gaze and go without staring at someone in the noddy? I couldn't understand it. But anyway, I got loads of replies to it via X when I posted it, and some of them made me think. Have a little gander at these. This first one comes in from Pure Gym themselves, by the way. I wanted to show you this, first of all, because they have form. On the trans issue, they were asked by many users whether or not if a trans person was in the changing room, that they would be asked to leave if someone felt uncomfortable. They said, "If a member feels their privacy and dignity is compromised by the presence of a trans person in the female or male changing rooms, we will handle these concerns on a case-by-case basis in the context of EHCRC, the European Court of Human Rights guidance, and will do so sensitively and respectfully." So they're basically a total cop-out and arguing that, they won't do anything about it unless there's a complaint. And there would only be a complaint if a trans person actually surely did anything. So by then it's far too late. So a trans person. But look, it speaks of the moral cowardice. They're more than happy to allow women to walk around feeling unsafe. But if a Muslim can't turn their eyes away during Ramadan of someone in the changing room, well, all hell kicks off. But here's some of the comments. Charlie said, "Why do Muslim staff stare at people coming out of the showers?" Charlie, your guess is as good as mine. The River Town Crier says, "Speaking from the women's locker room, some cover up and some don't. And how is this a religious issue at all? Avert your eyes if you are modest. It's a gym with showers and changing rooms." Absolutely, it speaks to the complexity of being asked to be modest. What are you meant to do? Walk around in a niqab, have one hanging over the shower door before you go in there, and pop on your niqab in order to be modest and respectful to those observing Ramadan. Ordinary American says, "I would cancel my membership and find a new gym. I'm there to work out, not take care of your religious beliefs. If my behaviour offends you, stay home during Ramadan. If we let this crap continue, it will just keep creeping in and we will end up like Britain." So there's an American, an observer to everything that's going on enveloping this country, saying that actually they're worried America will end up like the United Kingdom has. It makes you think, doesn't it? It's how others see us. Helen says, "Surely everyone covers up with a towel when they leave the shower area anyway." I mean, yes, Helen, but if you've got it hanging on the door and you're coming out and you're adjusting yourself as you're getting out of the shower, there's not a lot of room in these showers, is there? Unless you're in a really fancy gym, and Pure Gyms really are not fancy. In fact, bloody cold water, I wouldn't like walking around with me pecker out, I tell you that much for free. Rehan Tariq says, with a nice EU flag and a little, is that a flag of Pakistan? I'm not sure. He says, "It's not forcing, it's giving and taking respect." Well, no, Rehan, I think you'll find actually it's demanding respect. It's demanding the changing of behaviours in order to conform to a religion that is quite recent to this country. It's about power, is it not? And in response, Melissa said, "We don't have to respect your religion. It's not our religion." Enough to make you think there, I'm sure. Now, let us know what you think in the comment section. Where are you at? Do you think actually it's just a form of we should all be a bit more modest in the changing rooms in a gym? Or do you see this as mission creep and a power grab? What's your take?